The worst single attack on Afghan civilians took place last month in Paktika province in eastern Afghanistan. Children were among the dozens killed when a suicide bomber detonated himself at a volleyball match. The United Nations says civilians are increasingly in the line of fire. Injuries and deaths are up 19% over last year. This is one of the latest victims. Zubair is fighting for his life after a suicide bomber detonated his explosives in a Kabul auditorium, killing one. November was a bad month in the capital.
We have never seen so many explosions and attacks in the city. So practically since 1 month there is almost not one single day where we are not waking up or coming to work hearing explosion or a gunfight.
In the children's ward, all of the injuries are a result of shrapnel. 7-year-old Samiullah was injured in Logar province. 8-year-old Saeed Rahman in the bed next to him in Ghazni. Nearly 10,000 civilians have been killed or wounded in Afghanistan this year. Child casualties alone are up 33%. The numbers are so high because of increased fighting between Afghan government forces and the Taliban and other groups. Car bombs and buried explosives are another reason for the increase. They maim and kill civilians in large numbers. The United Nations has appealed to the Taliban, but the attacks continue.
They've improved their so-called code of conduct. There's been a number of steps taken. The reality, however, is that on the ground, the situation has not measurably improved because they still cause the majority of civilian casualties.
The Taliban dispute the UN findings.
We reject this report and we repeatedly say it is far from reality that 75% of the casualties is attributed to us. Most of these people were killed or wounded by American bombing or Afghan soldiers or police.
Civilian casualties have never been higher in this 13-year war. This time of year the fighting usually slows down, but there's been no sign of that, and the number of civilian dead and wounded continues to rise. Jennifer Glasse, Al Jazeera, Kabul.